Moon in Pisces, grand water trine, as well as the sextiling energy to Capricorn. So the moon is actually currently in Pisces right now. It conjuncted Neptune earlier today. And yesterday, the moon created a grand water trine over to the North Node in Cancer, as well as this energy in Scorpio, Mars, and also trined over to Mercury. This is a huge moment because this is really going to be one of the last opportunities, at least for a while, where we can deliberately get lost in our fantasies and delusions and make some sort of sense out of it. Because this is going to be, we're coming into this moment where we're heading into a lot of Capricorn energy. We're heading into a lot of earth and air energy. We're not going to have a lot of fire. We got to remember that we just went through the first quarter square of the moon. The next time that the moon actually comes into Pisces, this is going to be after the eclipse. This is going to be after the eclipse that happens in Cancer. Not only that, but while it is true that Mercury is in Scorpio for this transit, the next time that the moon reaches Pisces, Mercury would have already went through Sagittarius. It's going to fly through Sagittarius. It's going to fly through Sagittarius. So what's interesting about this energy still is that you do get the grounding energy with the sextiles over to Capricorn. So that grand water trine that we had yesterday, just because it happened yesterday does not mean that you're not going to feel these energies over the next week or so. These energies are still here. We are still under these influences. But what's great about this is that even though this offers a great time for emotional healing and clearing, as well as tapping more into our fantasies and actually making something of it, the sextiling energy over to the Capricorn energy, remember we have the South Node in Capricorn, we now have Venus here, we have Jupiter here, of course we have Saturn and Pluto coming very close to each other. So we have to remember that the moon today is going to sextile Saturn and it's going to sextile Pluto. And then after this, the moon's going to be void of course. It's not going to be making any other major aspects to these major celestial bodies. So at the last half, the last, third of this moon in Pisces is going to be this opportunity where we're going to be kind of drifting in the waves a bit, but we can actually choose what direction to go to. But this is only going to really come up if we actually allow ourselves to go for these opportunities. Sextiles bring opportunities, these 60-degree angles, and this moon sextiling this Capricorn energy is really going to be telling us a lot of the opportunities that are going to be afforded to us in 2020, but this is not going to come without hard work. This is Capricorn, and this is Jupiter in Capricorn, this is Venus in Capricorn, Saturn and Pluto, as well as the South Node. There's a lot of hard work that goes into these fantasies, but you can have the grandest adventure of a lifetime. Remember, we just had the square to the sun. You can have the grandest adventure of a lifetime if you allow yourself to move past any of these fears and anxieties when it comes to really pursuing what it is that you really want to do. What do you really want to do with your life? And also realizing that timing is everything. Now that we have all this Capricorn energy, timing is so important right now. And yes, there's an aspect of us that does exist outside of time, space, reality. So time doesn't really exist. But while we are here in this 3D, 4D experience, time is a factor. So you have to make sure that you're setting yourself up to connect with the right people with Venus. You're setting yourself up to expand upon the right experiences with Jupiter. You are setting yourself up by committing to the work, committing to the craft with Saturn. And you have to commit as well to destroying any type of outdated or old beliefs when it comes to status and how you manifest your dreams through status or the status that comes through, you manifesting your dreams and going for your fantasies and going for what you really want with Pluto. And of course, the South Node influences is going to be bringing up past life stuff. So this moon in Pisces is going to be a very powerful one. It is going to be a little subtle, but that's really because we don't have a lot of water and fire energy anyways. So, when it comes to this feeling quality, all we do have Neptune, of course, which is now direct. We do have the Cancer energy, and of course, we do have Scorpio. So that's the interesting thing about this, though. We have Mars in Scorpio, which Mars loves to be in Scorpio because now it can actually act and do things Excuse me. But Mercury is here, and Mercury is still in shadow. So that's the interesting thing. We're ready to act and we're ready to move forward on these deeper desires and passions and intuitions, but we are still in the dark. What's going to happen, what you're going to notice is by the time that the moon in Pisces comes back around, we won't really be in the dark anymore, but we will be zapped into reality. Mercury would have gone all the way through Sagittarius, where it doesn't like to be, mind you, but it's going to get the details on the big picture. So by the time that it comes into Capricorn, and we're after that lunar eclipse in Capricorn, with Jupiter there, with Saturn there, with Pluto there, Venus at that point will be in Aquarius. So we're going to actually start connecting to the right people. We're going to start connecting to the right people. But we're not going to be in the dark anymore because Mercury is going to be in Capricorn. And then that's going to be the moment when we're going to start to communicate our intentions as far as what we want to manifest in the future. So take time over the next week, taking these energies of the moon in Pisces. I'm going to be doing these now. I was doing lunar videos before, but now I'm just going to come on here and just kind of channel these energies whenever the moon goes into another sign. But this is sort of like this last opportunity to really nail down what is it that you really want. That fantasy life, that dream life, you can actually have it. There's so many opportunities opening up. And I think a lot of times what happens is that when the opportunities present themselves, they do not look like the way that we thought they're going to or the way that we are projecting them to. But if we actually decide and have the courage to open up these doors, opening up that door may open you up to another door that may lead you to your fantasy. It may seem indirect. It may not seem like it's very apparent or in your face. It may seem like you have to jump through some hoops right now. But that's sort of the name of the game right now with all of the Capricorn energy and with this moon in Pisces. But the fact remains is that you are an infinite being and there's so much incredible potential within you. And only you can truly unlock it. Other people may be able to illuminate it, but you have the key to opening up that door. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think. Comment in the section below. Like, share, and subscribe, all that jazz. Connect with me on YouTube, on my Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on my website. I am running a sale, holiday sale on my website going until the 18th of December. I'll catch you all later for the moon in Aries. Peace.